Hello and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Kaci and Fred, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Kaci's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give the dogs while we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred's using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he'll keep most of that leash folded in his right hand, and that leaves the left hand free to give the correction. The correction, if needed, is just a tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You're going to want to keep that collar high up behind Kaci's ears, and that will give you the most control over her while you're trying to work her through her commands. You'll notice that Kaci is seated nicely on Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training takes place. The first command we will demonstrate for you today is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and when you want to take off walking with Kaci, you're just going to say, Kaci, heel, and start moving your feet. And incorporated into the heel exercise is an automatic sit. So when you stop walking, Kaci has been trained to sit nicely on your left, waiting for her next command. Very good job. It's important to praise Kaci and keep her motivated and interested in the training. Nice automatic sit. The next command we'll show you is the stay command. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm and the one-word firm command to stay. When you first start practicing this command, make her sit stays relatively short, but build up her ability to stay for longer periods of time. When Fred returns back to Kaci, he's going to walk all the way around, and Kaci should remain seated until she receives praise or another command. Very good job. And we'll run through the heel, the sit, and the stay again for you. Nice automatic sit. Fred's going to leave her in another stay.
No.
She started to anticipate that Fred was going to give her the down command, so he took a couple steps and he's going to start over. He's leaving her in a sit stay. This time, instead of returning back, Fred will demonstrate the recall or the come on command. Whenever you want her to come into you, say, Kaci, come, and we've trained her to come in and sit nicely right in front of you, and that will prevent her coming in and jumping. Leave her in another sit stay, and we'll show that to you one more time. Again, the command is Kaci, come.
Kaci, come.
And then you're going to have her sit right in front. Beautifully done. Perfect. We ask that you incorporate these commands into your daily life, but also please set aside about 10 minutes a day to run through the commands. If you have longer, that's fine, but 10 minutes is sufficient to run through the commands in a formal session such as this video. It'll keep Kaci responding to you and keep her commands fresh. Fred's now going to demonstrate the down from a heel position. You can use the open flat of your left palm straight down towards the ground and the one-word firm command to down. It's important that you always have Kaci seated before you give her the down command. This is the down stay, and as with the sit stay, you're going to make the down stay relatively short in the beginning, but practice and build up her ability to stay for longer periods of time. When Fred returns back, she should remain lying down until she receives praise or another command. Very nicely done. We'll heel her out of that. And you'll see that she is walking right at Fred's left. If she pulls forward when you're walking her, you want to give her a tug and release on the collar and tell her no heel. As a reminder, you should always set the tone for the walk and the pace for the walk. Fred's going to put her in another down stay. And this time he will call her in. So the command is Kaci, come. She comes in nicely, sits right in front, perfectly done. And then back to heel position. Very good job. Now the last command that I'm going to give Fred and Kaci a second to set up for is our down from a distance command. When you practice down from a distance, you're going to leave Kaci in a sit stay. And then this time Fred is going to give her the down command from the end of the training leash. He uses one hand, drops her to the ground, and tells her down. Beautifully done. These are all the formal obedience commands that Kaci has learned while she's been away at school. She's come such a long way since she first arrived. She's a very sweet, smart girl. We ask that you keep us posted on how she's doing once she's back home with you, and please call and schedule a follow-up lesson if need be. And we thank you so much for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.